Hi, this is Gayle. Welcome to my channel. Well, I posted a video a couple of days ago giving you an update on me having had surgery. We've talked about it some in the live stream, but I didn't realize how many people didn't realize that I'd had shoulder surgery. The other thing that people are asking is, how did I do van life as a solo female traveler and having a shoulder that needed surgery? So I'm going to talk about that. Try to answer some of the questions that I'm being asked. First of all, what happened? Well, last February, I don't know, some of you all will remember, I fell going out of my door to the house, hit the concrete, missed the step. Actually, my knee buckled on the step is what happened. So my ankle was broken, and I went through the boot and the brace and all that jazz for several weeks, and I was pronounced healed. Well, I didn't worry too much about my shoulder because when I fell, I figured I had just sprained it. I was having quite a bit of trouble actually, out of the shoulder. So somebody, I don't remember if it was my husband or my daughter, pointed out to me that, hey, if your ankle is healed and you're left without a boot anymore on your ankle, shouldn't your shoulder be healed too? So, with that in mind, I went to the doctor. And she's like, yeah, you probably strained it. Let's just go ahead and we'll do some testing on it and we'll see what the end result is there. Well, the end result was I had messed up my shoulder like really big time. I tore my rotator cuff. That's a given. I also tore both biceps in this arm, and I dislocated the tendon. I did that. And while they were doing all of their testing, we found out that in addition to all that, I had arthritis in my shoulder. I had no clue. So the doctor, while he was in there, scraped the bone spurs off my bone and did a full arthritis clean out. So, kind of recap here, rotator cuff, dislocated tendon, both biceps, and arthritis clean out just because he was there anyway. So, that's what we knew was wrong, except, with the arthritis and stuff. And we were in the process of having to move when we found all this out. Obviously, I can't have surgery and move. So I was able to put that off until after the move. But in addition to that, we had the mission trip to Alaska, which I will link to up here somewhere so you guys can follow it on the cards. We had the mission trip to Alaska, and I'm like, can't do it in June. That's when I'm moving. Can't do it in May. That's when I'm packing. Can't do it in July because we have the mission trip. Can't really do it the first part of August because I'm coming back from the mission trip. And so the doctor was like, really? Then he decided that I wasn't going to mess it up, or I wasn't going to make the fix any more difficult by putting off the surgery. So that's what we did. And so I went on the mission trip, and as you all know, I drove. Well, that was pretty much my deal about the mission trip, was they would work on the wood and stuff, and I would get team stuff up there. And if I could get the team stuff up there, they could pretty much take it from there. So I took some photographs. I went around and talked to people while they were working on it. And one day, I actually got to use the chainsaw for a cut. I've always wanted to use a chainsaw. My husband has always been phobic about it because for some reason, he thinks I'm accident prone. Go figure, right? So I did get to do the one cut one day, which was kind of neat. So basically, I took the stuff up there. I was in the van camper, I did this whole van camping trip as a solo female traveler. So it was me and the dog. I had the service dog with me. And so we drove from Virginia up to Alaska. And, it really wasn't that bad because I wasn't carrying heavy stuff. I knew to take it easy on the shoulder. So there wasn't anything like really heavy that I had to carry. We packed all the team stuff in the trailer, and the van was my space. And so everything was good there. There were a couple of times, like the time with the trailer. If you followed my videos about Alaska, then you all know that the trailer door came open while I was going down, in the middle of a town there in a city that was having construction going on. The trailer door opened. I didn't lose the hammer. I didn't have to repack the trailer or anything like that. I'm so grateful. And so there was that one time where it would have been a little nerve-wracking probably if I'd had to reload the trailer. But as far as like my everyday stuff, we just set the cooler up so I could reach it and get into it easily. And I used a smaller cooler instead of the great big one. So that was no big deal. And just, climbing in and out of the van, using the stool, because I have to for my knee anyway, but it also took the pressure off my shoulder. So that's how it happened and how it went with the trip there to Alaska. So when I got back, we had the whole pre-anesthesia setup thing for mid-August, and I got scheduled for the surgery, and they had to change it. So that was kind of a bummer. Because the thing is, it's not just having surgery on that date. I thought I totally misjudged, okay, how complicated surgery on my shoulder was going to be from the standpoint of the day of surgery moving forward. Like, they told me, but it didn't sink in. So what happens is you go in for surgery, and I woke up wearing this big thing. Okay, Tomlin, you can come up. So I was wearing this big thing, which is all kind of messed up now. So let me see if I can get it undone while we talk. Okay. Okay, Tomlin. He's looking at me like, I want up. Okay, so you have this big thing, and your arm is in this part, and you actually, it goes over your shoulder, of course, and then there's a part that goes around your waist. And so you actually wake up from surgery in this thing. So I did that. I had surgery the first couple of days of October and just officially got out of this sling on Monday. But here's the thing. I'm out of the sling, but I'm not out of the woods. So I cannot lift. I'm just now to the point where I can hold something. So the doctor is like, nothing heavier than a coffee cup. I'm like, really? And they're not kidding. So I can now move the arm, whereas before when I was in the sling, they were just like, the arm was not healed enough. And they were like, do not move your arm on your own because there's always the risk that if you move it on your own and move it too much and mess up your surgery, the doctor's like, I don't know that I can fix it. So, yeah. So I'll be down for a while. They said no Thanksgiving cooking and no decorating for Christmas. Just eventually I'll get to where I can have 1 or 2 pounds of weight. So that's like 1 pound is like a package of hamburger, a little bit over. So when it comes to cooking, I'm very much affected by that. Will be for a while. So the whole idea that I could have had shoulder surgery before doing any of these things, it was off the plate. So I did wind up with functioning issues while I was on the trip just because of the way the tendon was. And so, like, the last few days of the trip and on the way back. But on the way back, I was no longer a solo female van dweller. My husband was with me. So it became the three of us with the dog. I made it back. Like I said, had the surgery. And I'm going to do a video on things that they don't tell you about shoulder surgery because it's a list. Like, you can't take your arm out of the sling. So you have all kinds of problems showering. And then finally, you do a couple of weeks later get the okay to take it off to shower, which is a blessing. But you can't move it or use it or anything like that. And like I said, now here I am, I'm 6 weeks out. I just got out of the sling and I still can't lift anything more than a coffee cup. So that's a challenge, cooking, things like that. But anyway, I'll get into that more later when I tell you kind of like how to manipulate your life around that. But for right now, I just wanted to answer your questions that I've been asked about what happened, how long. Oh, yeah, by the way, how long will I be down? I see my sticky note here. I will be down. They said full healing would be 9 months to a year. That's full healing. I won't continue to take physical therapy that long, but I'll be taking it apparently for a few months. So, yeah. So, I wanted to answer those questions and let you know that's what happened, and that's how I was able to get through the trip and up to surgery and give you an idea of, kind of post-op there. So if you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below because that's what it's for, and I'll be happy to answer. So thank you all for watching. Always, #be Bodacious. Don't let life get in the way of living. I say that all the time at the end of the videos, but I really want you to remember that because whether it's a shoulder, whether it's a knee, whether it's an ankle, there are ways that you can find out and kind of manipulate your life so that you can be as happy as possible and do as much as possible. That's what #Bodacious is all about. So thank you very much. And I know you like seeing Tomlin, so here's a shot of Tomlin. Hi, Tomlin. You're asleep already almost? Okay. He's asleep almost. Let me see if he'll shake. You want to shake? Okay. That's a pitiful shake. You want to try it again? You want to shake? Oh, now you see yourself. You're not going to do anything but stare. All right. Well, anyway, thank you all so much for watching. You have a blessed, bodacious day, and we will see you next time. Bye.